Okay, so part 2 of this question, discuss any trends, regular patterns, and unusual features that you notice on the graph on the opposite, and provide evidence from the graph to back up your statements. Okay, so advice for this one is make sure that you actually mention one of each of these things, okay? So there is something to talk about for each of this. Now, trends mean it's overall. So what direction is it overall going in from 1950 to 2020? So this can be shown through some sort of trend line. And if I do the trend line in there, it shows, roughly that it is an increasing trend. So overall trend is increasing. So as the years progress, the New Zealand rugby team is getting more points, or something to that effect. Okay, so it's overall increasing. So each peak is increasing by about 100 points. Yeah, so and the other ones are kind of going up as well. Okay, so your troughs are going up as well. Okay, overall trend. Now, regular pattern. So regular pattern. Now, this is your sort of seasonal changes. Now this is not really seasonal. It's not like we're talking about the differences between, winter and summer. We're just talking year on year. But you do notice that there is pretty much a consistent pattern that's occurring. We're going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. We're not really, there's not, especially at the beginning, there's, some years they do really well, some years they do not so well. Okay, so so we seem to be kind of going every year. They are going up and down, and they're not consistent from previous years. They have good years and then bad years. Yeah, so it's kind of all going all over the place, and it's pretty regular that every couple of years they'll have a peak and every couple of years they'll have a trough. So every couple of years they will peak and every couple they will plummet. They have 2 M's. All right. So anything else is unusual features. So an unusual feature probably would be the spike. So unusual features, there's a spike in, what year is that? That looks like around about 2005, where they get around, 1350 points that year. And this is, a considerable amount. Like, what is that's about 700 more than previous peaks. So it would be interesting to know sort of why that happened. And then another thing is that towards the end of the year, so from about 2010 onwards, their points flatten out. Okay, so again, 1 feature clearly identified, 1 is an achieved, 2 is a merit, and 3 successful ones is an excellence. So I put 1, 2, 3, 4 in here for you. So you can definitely find some really, clear ones to talk about. All right.